Oh, okay. So I have to admit. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
Great. Okay, welcome. I guess these other people. Hello, Barbara, can you hear me?
Hello, this is Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda, welcome. And how about Laura? Can you hear me? Or Lisa? Okay, I think everybody who is supposed to be on or invited, because you all were in a waiting room, right? I've never done a Zoom meeting like this before. And I saw that there were 6 people in the waiting room, and then I had to admit you. So what did you see when you were in the waiting room?
It just said waiting for host to join, and then once the host joined, I was able to get in.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so pretty user-friendly then.
This meeting is now being recorded.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. All right, so we'll wait for more people. I'm wondering why there's mute all. Okay. All right, well, I want to be mindful of the start time. We're here on time. Can you hear that echo?
Yes, a little bit. We hear a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder why.
that. Should I put it on mute on our end?
Yeah. See if that helps. Okay. All right. Oh, I think that did it, right? Okay. So I have everybody on mute. Not if you can hear me. Perfect. Okay. Great. All right. Well, I'm going to try to unmute all of you. Actually, let me do the following. I will start with introductions, and I'll unmute you one at a time. That way, we won't deal with these echoes. I appreciate you guys being here on time, so I'm just going to go ahead and start the meeting. I'm Nancy Allen, and I am the president and CEO of the WBDC Florida, also known as Her Company Incorporated. And we have the pleasure of welcoming all of you as certified WBEs. I'm excited to get to know you. And let me tell you just a little bit about what I do, and then I'm going to introduce, or I'll have Lisa from my staff introduce herself to you, rather. And I will, then we'll start with the introductions. It says that there are people admitted. Okay, so perfect. All right. So I have been with the Women's Business Development Council of Florida, also known as Her Company Incorporated, for going on 19 years, which is pretty exciting for me. I started out as a trainer with the organization, and then I moved into the role of consultant and grant writer, and then I became president in 1999, and we joined WBENC in 2000. So we have been actually certifying women-owned businesses since the year 2000. WBENC itself just turned 20 last year. And we had a really big celebration, and a lot of what we are doing now with WBENC has been informed by the past 20 years and looking forward. So as we go through the slides, you'll see that I'll be mentioning a couple of new things that we're doing, and the way we're looking forward to offering you the best possible service and access to opportunities with each other and opportunities with corporates and as well as the federal government. Okay, so let me ask Lisa, and I'll unmute you, Lisa, or can you unmute yourself, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes, I hear you. Okay, good morning. Hello, how is everyone? My name is Lisa Roblejo. I am the certification manager. I've been with the organization for 17 years. I started in 2001, and I've been doing all of the certification. I started off as an admin assistant with Nancy, and then progressed into certification. So I'm the one that you get most of your emails from and reminders regarding certification. So welcome. I really appreciate everyone on the line. And then I have Kelsey here with me.
Hi, I don't even know if you can see me. I'm right next to Lisa here. I don't know if this angle is wide enough, but anyways, I'm Kelsey Capote. Can you see me, Nancy?
No, actually, go to the bottom of the screen, and you'll see a camera. Click on that. And we should be able to see. Do you see it just at the bottom?
I thought that was it, but no, that's not it.
Okay. Well, we'll see you next time.
Sorry.
So, Kelsey, go ahead yourself.
Okay, so I'm Kelsey Capote, and I'm the program coordinator here at the WBDC of Florida. DBA is her company, and I've been here now for over 6 years with Nancy and Lisa. And I support Lisa in the certification department, but also I do site visits. I handle the site visits, which is the last part of, as you know, of the certification process, and help with many other things that go on in the background at the WBDC of Florida. And I'm here to assist and answer any questions you may have. And we're happy that you are now certified. Welcome.
Right. Kelsey helps. We'll do that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so Bonnie, I'm unmuting you. Can you introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Bonnie Baroian. My company is Blissfully Better, and I'm excited to be a part of WBENC and excited to hear more about it than I already know, which is not a lot.
Great. So tell us what your company does.
Okay, sure. So I manufacture better for you sweets. So we have our no sugar in our sweets, no refined sugar. We use a coconut nectar, which is a low glycemic, high nutrient, natural organic sweetener. And all of our products are organic and made with heart healthy type of ingredients and enrobed in a 72% dark chocolate, which is also made with coconut nectar. So it's a better way to have a sweet treat. So that's what we do.
I happen to be a person who thinks that chocolate is its own food group. So I'm happy to know about your products. And actually offline, if you send me an email to remind me to do this, I'll introduce you to 3, 4, maybe even 5 of our members who are in your same industry. And they all have, alternative food products. So I think you'll be happy to meet them.
That's great. Do I have your email, Nancy?
It's nancyallen@hercompany.org.
Great.
If somebody can put that in the chat, we'll we'll make sure everybody gets that.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So that was Bonnie. Barbara, I'll unmute you. Barbara, are you here? Nope, maybe not. Okay. I'll mute Barbara. How about Daphne?
Hi, having some trouble using the computer audio, but my name is Daphne Gurry, and our firm is Gurry Matute, and I'm here today with my marketing coordinator, Estefania Mesa, and we provide architectural and interior design services primarily to the government and large institutions.
Okay. And we have a couple of interior designers that are certified, both locally and nationally. I mean, locally in our region, and then I know a couple that are in other regions. So same thing. Send me an email, and I'll be glad to introduce you. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Huma, is somebody named Huma on? Huma, no. Okay, so Jacob?
Yes. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Jacob Finney. I am an admin assistant over here at SamStaff. SamStaff is a healthcare staffing company. We're brand new. We've been open for less than a month. And we're just really excited to get connected with everyone who's certified.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, we have lots of people in the healthcare sector too. Okay, so we'll hook you up with those.
Perfect.
Okay. Laura, unmuted.
Hi, this is actually Marguerite Ramos with a Laura's computer.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry we can't work yet, but I'll tell you a little bit about work. My company is Shade Florida, and we design and install shade structures, primarily working with the hospitality industry. We're really excited to learn how to use our new certification, so we're here listening and looking forward to learning.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Milna. Here we go. There we go.
Hi. So my name. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So there's a bit of an echo.
So my crime service. What we do is we do commercial cleaning and general building maintenance here in Central Florida.
Great. We have one of our members who's been certified with us for, I want to say, 10 or 15 years, who, oh gosh, now that her name is Stacy, but she does carpet.
I'm sorry, the last few. There's no.
I'm trying to mute everybody because there's a lot of background noise. Allow participants to mute all. Okay, perfect. So can you all still hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Beautiful. Okay. Did I miss anybody in the introductions? Oh, Rhonda. So sorry. So go ahead and unmute. Wait, let me find you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Okay. We're a commercial builder and residential builder for over 25 years, and we're in Celebration, Florida.
Okay. Central Florida, right?
Celebration, Florida.
Yeah, but that's in Central Florida?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Florida, yeah. So do you know that Disney is one of our big sponsors? I can't hear you. Unmute.
I'm doing the cast building at Golden Oak right now.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Right. And we have also a WBE called Amazulu. Are you familiar with that company?
Mm-mm.
Amazulu. She uses sustainable hardwoods.
Okay.
She's originally from South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And her claim to fame, one of her claim to fame that I remember, is that she rebuilt Richard Branson's home. He has a home in some island somewhere that burned down, and it was her wood that rebuilt his home. I'll see if I can connect the two of you.
I don't want to go out of the country.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to. Did I miss anybody else? No? Okay. So I'm going to mute everybody. That way we can, make sure to abate the background noise. And if you, I think that you're allowed to, you're allowed to unmute yourself, okay? And if you have a question or I'm saying something you don't understand, just raise your hand or unmute yourself and ask the question. Laura, I see you've joined us. Laura, do you want to introduce yourself? We can't hear you. Let's see, Laura. Oh, how's that? Yes. Hi, Laura. Welcome.
Hi. Well, thank you for having us. I actually work for Shade Florida too, and we just figured out how to work the video to do marketing for this boutique awning company.
Oh, okay. Wonderful. Welcome. Welcome. All right. So I'm going to mute all, and then you all will be allowed. You can just unmute yourselves if you have a question. I'm going to share my screen because we're going to start the presentation. And if you were a small enough group that if you have a question on one of the slides or some comments, you just let me know and we'll answer your questions. Okay, so let me close this off. Let me share my screen. Okay. Now let me know if you all are seeing my screen. It should say Women's Business Enterprise National Council.
Yes, it's working.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a slideshow from the beginning. See if I can get my. Okay, beautiful. All right, so welcome, and we're excited to have you as newly certified WBEs. As I mentioned, we've been doing this for quite some time, and I'm happy to give you this information and to officially welcome you to WBENC. And as I go through the slides, you'll see that we have here in our region, we have a very special relationship with WBENC. Okay, so let's see, why is that? I don't know why my slide is not moving down. Here we go. So here's what we're going to be talking about today. We'll give you an overview of WBENC. We'll talk about the We Are WBENC and the network. And then we'll talk about CORE. And CORE is certification, opportunities, resources, and engagement. And WBENC has strategically placed everything that we do under the CORE structure. And it makes it very easy to explain all of the benefits and, obviously the opportunities and resources and opportunities for engagement. Let's see if, I keep pressing the arrow down to see if it will work, but somehow all right, let me get out of this for a minute. Let's see. All right, Lisa, if you can hear me, can you see if you can move the slides?
I hear you, but I can't do it on my end for some reason.
Huh.
Just because I'm
Put it
viewing.
on original size.
Okay, well, I'm giving Barbara control. So, Barb, see if it works for you. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this slide explains who WBENC is. So, as you can see, the mission is to fuel economic growth globally, and we do that by providing opportunities, identifying, certifying, and facilitating the development of women-owned businesses. The core platform, certification, opportunities, resources, and engagement. And we'll go through each one of those sections, and I'll give you some information. And then just so you know that, we've got 14,000 go back a slide, please. There are over 14,000 of you that are certified. Go back the other way. Well, it looks like we're going through the whole presentation, guys. Give me, help me. Just give us a minute while we try to figure out this, this technology. Okay, well, all right, so I'm gonna just go on, and we'll catch up with the slide presentation. So as I was saying, there are 14,000 of you certified nationally, and the organization WBENC has 14 regional partners. So the WBDC Florida is one of the 14 regional partners. And our job as your regional partner is to get you certified. And then after we get you certified, that's really when the fun begins, because that's when we help you to access corporate and federal contracting. We have a number of our members who do business with each other. So you'll be able to meet those women at our events and at the national events as well. And we really encourage you to consider having women-owned businesses in this network as part of your target market, because the corporate contracts are great, but they're not as easy to get as would be working, with a woman business owner. I do a workshop on strategic alliances, so we'll be able to give you lots of information on how you can create strategic alliances within your industry to then present a group of you to a corporation for opportunities. Someplace on the slides you'll see, and what I'll do, and I apologize for this technical challenge we're having, but what I'll do is we'll send you the slides, and you'll be able to see the things that I'm talking about once you get the slides. there are 14 regional partners, and there's a slide that has the 14 territories. So our territory is Florida minus the Panhandle and Puerto Rico. And the Panhandle of Florida is the territory of my counterpart in Louisiana. So each of us has a defined territory, and as you apply for certification, you're assigned a territory based on basically your zip code and where your national headquarters are. The great news about being WBENC certified and that it is a national certification is that if even based here in Florida, you want to access a corporate contract or you want to bid on a contract at Starbucks, at their national office, you're able to do that. Just so long as you can meet the requirements of the contract, you're able to bid nationally. You are also automatically invited to all of the regional workshops and matchmaker events and conferences, all of that. As a nationally certified WBE, you're invited to attend those. You have to pay, obviously, the registration fees and your own travel to get there. But, my counterpart in Atlanta is having an event. If you're interested in meeting her corporate partners and exploring opportunities in Georgia, you're more than welcome to attend the event. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to unmute everybody and ask if you have any questions.
Nancy, I'm sorry to interrupt. This is Lisa. I just wanted to let you know that I did send everyone the presentation. I will, like Nancy mentioned, I will go ahead and forward that to everyone again. But I also, Barb was saying that I guess Jacob might be able to help you, Nancy, with if you give him control, he'll be able to help you with the slides.
Oh, okay. How do I give Jacob control?
Barb, are you on the line?
Wait, Jacob, I can't unmute yourself.
How about now? Can you hear me? Perfect. I can walk you through it. At the top there where the slideshow is, you can start from the beginning, and then when you're in it, you can right-click to go backwards.
Oops, that's the wrong slide. Here we go. Okay,
so at the top there should be, I can't see the whole screen because it looks like it's black on the edges, but you can.
Let's see if I can move this. Yeah, I'm not why it's not ready. All right, well, since you all have the presentation, I'm just gonna proceed. Okay, because I have some notes that have the slide numbers. So we talked about the overview, and that's on slide 2, right? We talked about the overview of the 14,000 certified WBEs. Wait, I'm going to mute everybody. Okay, so we have the 14,000 WBEs. There are 312 national corporate members. Somebody is not muted. Okay, there's 312 national corporate members and 14 regional partners, right? And so I was telling you on slide 3, I think, is where you can see all of the 14 regional partners. Is that a map? Yeah, so you're welcome to participate. As I was saying, you're welcome to participate in any of the events of other regional partners, right? Next, can you see a slide that says the brand? I believe it should be slide 6.
Yes, it's 6.
Okay, so on this slide, you can see all of the access that you have to the brand. There's the certified WBE logo, which you all should have received. There's information on the women-owned certification program. And you can use the woman-owned logo on all of your marketing materials. And that woman-owned logo, if you have a product, WBENC showcases those products. And you're welcome to send samples to WBENC. And at the national conference and at the Summit and Salute, there's a booth that has all of the WBENC certified products, and it's very interesting to see the variety of products that are on the market that are women-owned. All right, I'm going to ask everybody to mute themselves because for some reason my control panel is not working. I've tried to hit mute all several times and it's not working. So if you're not muted, just mute yourself. All right. WBENC Link. Let me tell you a little bit about WBENC Link. That's where you went in to start your application and you completed your application on WBENC Link. What WBENC Link allows you to do, and there's some national training that you can participate in. I think it's done on a monthly basis, and we have those dates on our calendar. You can participate with WBENC. The national office does a training which gives you lots of information on how to manipulate WBENC Link. So you can download searches, you can get information on our corporate partners and sponsors. They have the corporate representatives. There's a link to them with their email addresses and contact information. And then you can search by industry. So if you are interested in searching, for example, all of the construction companies that we have within the WBENC network, you'd be able to do a download and search all of those companies. You can search by nationally, you can search regionally, and I believe you can also search by state. So that would give you a lot of information on the other construction companies, for example, or companies in commercial cleaning or interior design or food and beverage. And what you can do with that information is a lot. You can reach out to them and say that you're locally based here in Florida and that you'd like to partner with them on a national contract. So you could, for example, develop start a strategic alliance with them. As far as the corporates are concerned, you're able to access their information and introduce yourself, right? WBENC Link is also where corporates find you. So if there's a matchmaker opportunity and they're looking for companies that provide XYZ service or product, our national corporate sponsors can go into WBENC Link and they do the same kind of search and they're able to identify who they'd like to meet with. We regularly get what we call opportunities from our local and national corporate sponsors, and that they're looking for WBEs that provide particular services or products. And we then help them to identify those WBEs. And we probably get those requests once or twice a month. And especially around the time of the conference, we begin to get those requests a bit more frequently as corporations are preparing to possibly see you and meet you at the national conference. Okay, are there any questions about WBENC Link? No? Okay. So the thing also about WBENC Link is that you want to make sure that you keep your information updated. There are certain fields in WBENC Link that you cannot change, so you would have to request that we change it, and your point of contact for that would be Lisa from the office. But you can update, for example, the number of employees that you have. So, you know, if you went from 5 employees to 50 employees, you definitely would want to update that. You want to make sure also with WBENC Link that your business description is succinct. You don't have to give the entire history of your company. Use keywords, because it's with keywords that the corporates are going to search for you for opportunities, and other WBEs would be searching for you for opportunities doing a keyword search. And the search captures the first 600 characters of your description. So you want to make sure that you know, you have the right description and an up-to-date description. Okay, any questions on WBENC Link? Okay. So I think slide number 9 shows a couple of the events that WBENC promotes on an annual basis. So the first is the Summit and Salute, and that's every March. And the Summit and Salute is where we recognize the WBENC top corporations, and there are many different categories for top corporations, but there are some of our sponsors have been recognized on an annual basis since the inception. So IBM, for example, has been recognized for many years, Johnson Controls, UPS, and it's a very prestigious award. There's lots of publicity around the award, and what it recognizes is that those corporations have programs in place that support and enable access to women-owned businesses. So I always tell people that it's always a good idea after the Summit and Salute to send a congratulatory letter or a letter recognizing, you know, whoever the top corporations were, because they love that kind of publicity, and it helps you to, it helps set you apart, you know, as you're marketing your company to those corporations. The other thing on that slide is the National Conference and Business Fair. And here, what you need to know about the National Conference and Business Fair is that it's a very large conference, where the Summit and Salute has about 2,000 participants. The National Conference and Business Fair has close to 4,000, 4,300 participants. It's over 3 days, and there is an expo day where most of our national corporations participate, you know, with booths, and it's a great opportunity for you to get to know the corporations, actually put faces to names. We have the conference is coming up in June, and prior to the conference, I'll do a workshop which talks about how best to manage the conference, how to prepare for it, what to expect, and the like. Both the Summit and Salute and the National Conference have matchmaker opportunities. Now, just for those of you who might not know what a matchmaker is, I'll take a couple of minutes and explain that a matchmaker is your opportunity to meet one-on-one with one of our corporate representatives. The good news is that they choose you. What they do is they go through WBENC Link. As I mentioned earlier, you want to make sure that you have all of your information up to date on WBENC Link. They go through WBENC Link, and they select who they would like to meet with. Then you get notification that you have a meeting with Pepsi, or you have a meeting with Chevron, or with IBM. And you're told the time of the meeting, and you're expected to show up on time and to be prepared. It's a great opportunity for you to build a relationship with this corporate buyer or corporate representative. You want to make sure that you have solutions that you can provide to the company, right, the corporation. Again, I do a separate workshop on how to prepare for a matchmaker, how to prepare for the conference, so be on the lookout for those. And generally, we don't have all these technical problems on those workshops, so that'll go by much more smoothly. The other thing on the slide should be something about the Student Entrepreneurial Program, which is one of WBENC's signature events. And that program encourages and promotes students to participate at the conference and to get to meet our corporate representatives and our WBEs. Let's see, what else? On slides 11 and 12. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I see that you're pulling those up for me. Beautiful. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about slide 11. Go back to 11 if you can, because these are really important resources that are available to you as a nationally certified company with WBENC. We have lots of educational resources, and the purpose is to really provide you with executive level training so that you can grow your business. And there are plenty of opportunities, as you can see on these pages. The Insights is a password protected resource. You apply to have access. They'll verify that you are a certified WBE. They'll give you access. Then you can go in and look at all of the resources available through Insights. Act Intentionally is a campaign that WBENC has, asking all of us to support those companies and corporations that support us. The woman-owned logo and the woman-owned campaign I mentioned earlier. Let's see, the executive educational programs are your opportunity to study at colleges and universities that have educational programs, primarily at the executive level for women-owned businesses. The Dorothy Brothers Scholarship funds a lot of those programs. So be on the lookout. Around July of every year, the application for the Dorothy Brothers Scholarship goes out, and you can actually apply for up to $11,000 to pay for all of these educational opportunities that are available. I want to call special attention to the WBENC Tuck program. It's through the Amos Tuck School at Dartmouth University. It's sponsored by IBM, and it's a week-long program that takes place in Palisades, New York. I myself took the classes, and it's like getting a mini MBA. You're in a cohort of about 50 women-owned businesses, and they go over everything from accounting to occupational psychology and strategic planning, etc. And everyone who's taken the courses is always very happy that they took the time a week away from their businesses, because it made a major impact on how they operate their businesses. Right. The next slide is all about engagement. This should be slide 14. And actually, before that, there should be a slide that has the resources that the WBDC provides. So here we go. Thank you. So go back to that slide number 12. The resources that we provide include. Let me see if I can move. That you can volunteer at our local certification committee. You can volunteer for our site visit committee, our program committee, and you can do some mentoring. If you're interested in providing information or assisting other women-owned businesses that might need some help as they're getting started, then the mentoring program is really for you. And send me an email and I'll help you to become a mentor, or I'll help you to access some mentoring if that's what you would prefer. Let's see. I think I'm on slide 14, which is about the Women's Enterprise Forum. So as a certified WBE, you are all invited to participate at the forum meetings. At the 2 national events, the Summit and Salute and the National Conference, the forum meets the day prior to those events. And it's an opportunity for you to get to know other women business owners, and you can participate at the forum level. They have a governing committee. If you're interested in really getting involved with WBENC, the forum they're basically our eyes and ears, and they help us to be the voice of women-owned businesses to the national office. And the forum always has really great programs prior to the Summit and Salute and the conference. And once you're on the forum, if you become very active, they have special dinners. The sponsors are invited to those dinners. So it's, another way for you to get involved, for you to do some high-level networking. All right. The legacy of leaders, those are women-owned businesses that either have no longer have the status of women-owned business because they've sold. Remember, you have to maintain 51% control of your business to be WBENC certified. So the legacy committee, the legacy of leaders programs recognizes those WBEs who've been of service to WBENC, whether they are corporate employees in our corporate sponsors, whether they're WBEs that have retired, WBEs that have sold their businesses, or former board members. And they're a really, really great resource. In Insights, you'll be able to find some information about them and how they might be able to help you. WBENC provides a couple of awards. I talked to you about the Top Corp Award, but there's also the Applause Award, which is very prestigious. And at the Summit and Salute, we recognize business stars. So each of the 14 regional partners has an opportunity to submit the name of one of the WBEs in our region who has been outstanding. They have volunteered, they've participated in our events. The criteria is that you have to have been certified for at least 2 years, and that you do business with a national corporate sponsor of WBENC. So if you can meet all those criteria, then you get selected as the WBE star, and there's a special celebration at the Summit and Salute. So this year, our star is Terry Lehman, and she owns a really interesting company that's in the sustainability space. And if any of you would like to meet Terry, I know she's going to the national conference. I'll be happy to introduce you to Terry. I really encourage that you get involved with the forum, because it really is a great way for you to do some high-level networking. All right, and then finally, the WBENC Ambassador Program is really a great committee to be involved with, because as it says, the committee members are WBENC ambassadors. So very often, the ambassadors will get called for local media opportunities. They'll get called to mentor someone or to help someone at the national conference, to help them with introductions and the like. So if you're interested in participating, you have to actually be a member of the forum to participate. All right, and I think that is it. So I'm going to unmute you and ask you if you have any questions. I see Lisa, go ahead and unmute.
Hi, everyone. Nancy, there was just one slide that I think with the back and forth we missed, which was slide 13. I think it's really important about the communication and all the great things that you're doing with the her tools and
Oh, right.
and-
Okay. So I don't have a copy of that. So if you tell me what it is, I will.
Sure, it's going over the information that we send out, which is the her tools, the newsletter, the opportunities, and things like that.
Right. So let me tell you about each of those things. So the her tools, it comes out every Tuesday. We used to call it the Tuesday Toolbox, but as we're rebranding to Her Company Incorporated, we're calling them her tools. And those are meant to be, bite-sized bit of information that you can use to grow your business. We can send you the past couple of Tuesday Toolboxes, or you can access them also through my LinkedIn page, because they're all on my LinkedIn page. And they're really just information that you can use to grow your business. The most recent one that went out is all about the fact that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I give just some tips and information on what to look out for, what policies you should have at your office. There's some statistics in there, and then some recommendations. The other thing on that slide, probably it says Nancy's Notes and Anecdotes, and that comes out usually on Fridays. And it's a blog where I report or write about 5 things that I'm doing over the course of a week. So it highlights a book that I'm reading. It talks about a person or a group that I'm following that I think would be of interest to our members. Meetings I'm attending, so you kind of know what's out there and where I am, what meetings I'm going to or have been to. The fourth thing is ideas that I'm noodling, and then finally something I'm celebrating. I'm a really big proponent of the fact that we should celebrate on a daily basis if we can. It's really important to be in a state of gratitude, and celebrating is one of those ways to be in a state of gratitude. So I hope you look forward to reading the Nancy's Notes and Anecdotes. As I said, it comes out generally on Fridays. We also have the certified or certifiable newsletter, and that has lots and lots of information about WBENC, opportunities, about ways to grow your business. We showcase some of our members. We also promote our sponsors and events and activities. So I hope that you'll look forward to all of those and comment, on them. Each one has a place where you can join the conversation. We have a pretty active Facebook page as well as a pretty active LinkedIn page, and I encourage you all to connect with me on LinkedIn, as well as to participate, through the opportunities from those different programs that get sent out, publications that get sent out. Okay, are there any questions? No? Any comments? Nope. Okay, well, I thank you for indulging us with this, these technology problems that we had. I will reach out to each of you and make sure that you, after you've had a chance to review the slides, if you have any questions or comments, it'll be my pleasure to answer your questions. And
I believe Daphne has a question.
Oh, okay. I can't see Daphne. Sorry. Go ahead, Daphne. Daphne, can you unmute yourself?
She was wondering if you could send the selection criteria for all the awards.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, so yeah, actually I had the question way before for the web link 2.0. That account is already set up for us as a new women-owned business. We just got the certification, so how do we get into the WBENC?
How do you get into WBENC? Yes,
Yeah,
so when you applied, you used an email address and a password. So you have to go in with that same email address and password. Okay, and then once you get in, you're able to manipulate the WBENC link. Okay, and then also I really encourage everyone to take the WBENC link training.
Okay. WBENC training. Okay. So for the participation, like local certification committees, site visits, mentoring, do you usually send the information when these committees are going to be called, or?
Well, we have already those committees in place, right? And if you're interested in participating, there is some training involved. To be a member of the certification committee, you have to participate in a national training program and then pass an assessment. So we'll let you know. We'll take note of the fact that you're interested, and we'll let you know how you can participate. The same for the site visit volunteers, right? So the site visit committee, that you have to be certified, I guess, by WBENC that you pass that assessment in order to be able to assist us with the site visits that we do for all of the new applications get a site visit, and then when we do the recertifications, we do the site visits as well. And it's really a great way to get to know other WBEs, so I encourage everyone to consider doing that.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi. How can I find you in LinkedIn?
What is the process? When you know
It's G like George, Nancy, Nancy, Allen, Allen. And the G actually stands for Girard. But I go by Nancy because it's easier.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
I just have one question. I noticed you guys sent out a link originally on how to promote that we have our women's business certification. So I saw like one of the ideas was to include it in your email signature, and I just wanted to get a little bit more insight on what you think the best way to go about that is to do. Should we put it up on our website? What other things we can incorporate that into?
Right, you can actually use the two logos, right? So there's the WBENC certified logo, and then there's the woman-owned logo. And you should just put that everywhere. So on your signature line, if you put the WBENC certified logo, it's recognized by national corporations. It's also a really great conversation starter, because sometimes people will wonder, well, what does that mean? And then you can give information on how important it is as a marketing tool and how it sets you apart because you've been through a third-party certification, a rather rigorous third-party certification that proves that you own, operate, manage, and independently control your business. The woman-owned logo is being highly promoted by WBENC. It was originally just for products. So if you had something in a store that you were selling, Walmart was one of the early participants in the woman-owned logo program. You would put it on your product. But what we have done with research and marketing and really in an effort to promote the fact that you are a woman-owned company is suggest that you put the woman-owned logo in addition to the WBENC certified logo, because you now know what WBENC is, right? You know it's the Women's Business Enterprise National Council, but the general public does not know that. It is recognized by our national corporations, it's recognized by local corporations, by other WBEs, but the general public would not know what WBENC is. But if you have on your marketing material the woman-owned logo, it says what it is. It says woman-owned, right? And at that point, again, another nice conversation starter where you can talk about the fact that you're using this as an identification that you have been certified as a woman-owned company.
Perfect.
Also, if I'm sorry to interrupt, this is Lisa again, but also something else for all of you to know. So how Nancy was saying earlier, that you can go on to, now that you're certified, you can go back in to WBENC Link 2.0, enter your username and password, and it takes you back to your profile. So that's where you update things or locate things or download. But you can also find, so that logo, Jacob, that you're talking about is the certified WBENC logo, and as Nancy mentioned, the woman-owned logo. Both of them are in a section called, on the left-hand side of the screen, once you get onto your profile, it's going to say Tools, and you're going to click on Tools and Brand and Media. So on Branded Media, it's going to give you all types of different formatted logos. So depending on your printing needs, so if you're going to put it on brochures or on your letterhead, on your business cards, your website, so you can put it everywhere. Like Nancy says, you just need to put that everywhere. So it'll give you different formats and color in black and white. It'll give you different sizes. So I hope that helps. But that's going to be something that you'll find very useful.
Awesome. Yeah, that definitely helps.
Beautiful. And any other questions? Okay, well, thank you very much for participating, and we apologize for the technical challenges that we had. I'll reach out to you all individually as you've had a chance to go through the slideshow to answer any questions that you might have. Thanks again for participating. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.